Hey guys, so last week, or well, a couple of days ago, I posted that video. It was like a morning routine and I didn't really like it, like, at all. I don't know, I felt like I was kind of trying to copy other people's video. I feel like I was trying, now I'm filming, I can't speak. Yeah, so my last video was a morning routine, and I looked back and I was watching it and I did post it, but I really hated it. I feel like it just wasn't a video I wanted. It wasn't a video I was proud of. It wasn't a video I like. It wasn't one that I would watch if I was watching someone else. So I don't really know why I posted it. I guess I posted it so I could kind of look back, see what I tried to do and what I was doing, because I edited it and took a long time on it. Some of you guys might have liked it, but I just don't think it was very my style, or like, I don't know, I don't think it was what I wanted. I kind of feel like I'd be more suited to videos where I sit down and actually speak to you guys, whether that's like a Q&A or like a story time. I don't know what I really want to film, but I don't think hauls, am I making any sense at all whatsoever? It's actually kind of roasting. But yeah, I just felt like I wasn't being my true self. That sounds so cringy, but hey guys, so as you can probably tell, it's a different day. My battery ran out, so I had to go and change it, and it took a while to charge. I'm just gonna make sure I don't have sweat patches before I film the whole video. So I was gonna film a story time about the time I got my nails done, and done like nail horror story thing. But like, just tell you that I like had an argument with the nail person who did my nails because I made my nail bleed. Basically, they used like the thing, you know, the thing you go over and it's like they dug into my nail and then made like a hole and it made it bleed. But I'm actually gonna do a story time, or tell you guys about my first ever like festival. I kind of liked parties and stuff, and then when I started going into town, I didn't really like town or like clubs or anything, and I really liked like a girls' holiday. So I guess you can say I like kind of partying, but it like kind of depends what it is. So yeah, I don't know, I love music anyway. I love music. I like all kinds of music, like all times, but this kind of festival that I went to was more of kind of like a techno, not techno, well yeah, techno, but kind of like house techno, like that kind of festival, instead of like an indie music festival or like a family festival. It was for 17s and up, so at the time I was 17. You had to be with an 18-year-old to get in, which we were when that was fine. So we went, this was last year. It was Parklife in Manchester. I went again this year because it was really good. I loved it, but this year and last year were so different, so I'll explain why in a bit. So I didn't really know what to expect. I had never really gotten the bus somewhere so far away and stayed in a hotel in Manchester. I'd never been to England, which is out of Scotland, so out of my country, other than with my parents. This was kind of the first time, and it was just before I went on my girls' holiday as well, so it's not like I was away with friends before. So this was like my first time away with friends, and I went with 3 other girls, 2 of which I wasn't as close with, one that I became really close with, and she was the one that convinced me to go, and I got my ticket. I wouldn't have thought of going if it wasn't for her trying to telling me to get my ticket and convincing me. So that was like amazing. That was so good. I wouldn't have went to Parklife if she didn't convince me to get my ticket. So I went down with them, and we were meant to be getting the bus, and we ended up went down with a boy who was driving, because I had my prom the night before, and I would have basically had to pull an all-nighter if we got the bus, because the bus takes double the time. So me and the girl I was close with, we need to give her a name actually, but I don't want to say like her real name. I don't know what to call her. I don't know if it's weird giving her a name. Will I just say the girl I was close with? Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do that. Me and the girl I was close with got the car down, and it was about a 5-hour drive down, which, because I had my prom the night before, I slept the whole entire way, which was amazing for me. And this boy and this girl were kind of speaking at the time, so that's why he gave us a lift down, and then he decided I'm getting a ticket and going. So we went, and the night before the festival, we saw the other 2 girls got the bus, so we met up with them at the hotel. The hotel we booked in with, there was only meant to be 3 people in the room. Now there was 4 of us. We thought that would be fine, we'll like sneak someone in, like it'll be fine. It was not fine, let me tell you. So yeah, we did that, and then we went and got some food. We got some food from Nando's. If you're from the UK, you'll know what Nando's is probably. It's so good. I love Nando's. I got a chicken wrap. So we went there and we had some food, and we met up with the boys that we knew that were going as well, like a group of them, and we kind of just had a kind of chill night. Went to bed at like 11, 12, ready for the next day. So then the next day we got up at about 11, did our makeup and shit, and then went to the festival about 2ish. On the Sunday we went earlier because there was someone playing at 1:30 that we wanted to see, but this time we kind of went, I think we left at about 1 to go to the festival. It was so sunny, like it was amazing. It was so good. What we did is we just kind of, you're not allowed to take drink in, so we drank before we went in, and then we were feeling good, on a good level, you know, drank a little bit, not like drowned myself with alcohol, but like we were good, we were on a good level. We went in and it was sunny and it was really good. We saw so many people from our city as well, like sitting outside, and we kind of met up with them, and then we saw a couple acts. I think we saw on the first day, we saw Green Velvet, Garden City, and a bunch of others, and then on the first day there wasn't really anyone we wanted to see at the end, so we left a little bit early to get the train back home and in time, so that was fine, and we all went home. But then there was someone kind of guarding the door because there was a festival on, making sure you weren't taking anyone else in the hotel that you weren't meant to. Now, because we were only allowed 3 people in the room, there was 4 of us, so we didn't really know what to do. The boy that I was speaking to as well at the time, who's now my boyfriend, he got a ticket and came down and met us as well with his friends. It was a very like last minute thing for a lot of people. We had it planned out for ages. A lot of people kind of did it last minute because people they knew were going and stuff like that, so it was a little bit stressful for some people. Not us, because we were sorted, but we weren't sorted when only 3 people were allowed in the room, so the hotel would not let one of us in, and one of us had to go somewhere else. But we're not just gonna like one person go like by themselves, so 2 of the girls went and stayed in the group of boys that we met the night before. They stayed in their hotel, and their hotel was fine with letting them in. Usually hotels like wouldn't have guards on the door, and you could just get a couple more people up to your room to stay, but because this was a festival, they knew that people would have done that in advance, and they wanted people to buy another room, which was like £400, which for like us, we're 17, we really don't have that money. So they went and stayed with the boy, and then we stayed at our hotel. Then the next day we got up, we got ready, and we went to the festival. What people think, like before I thought I went, I thought it would be all happy, really good, everyone's happy, and to be honest, on the first day it really was. It was amazing. It was so sunny. Nothing really bad happened, or I didn't see anything bad happen. Probably bad things happened. Then on the second day, it was okay to start with. It was good to start with. It was a bit cloudy, a bit windy, which kind of made it a bit rubbish to start with. But then the rain came on, and the whole atmosphere just completely changed. Everyone went into full panic mode. Everyone was trying to get into tent, away out of the rain. No one was prepared for this rain, so no one had jackets, no one had anything. They were trying to get out of the rain as quickly as possible, so everyone was trying to squeeze into these tents, and a lot of people are on drugs, a lot of people are drunk, everyone is trying to squeeze into these tents, and there's riots, there's fights, there's arguments, there's people trying to get. It didn't happen last year, I don't think, I don't remember it, but this past year I remember we were in the queue for over an hour waiting for a bottle of water. I think that's why a lot of people take drugs at festivals, is because you can't get drinks easily, and even if they are expensive, people would happily pay drinks, but it's the fact you have to queue for so long. Yeah, we had to wait over an hour for water. It was not, this year was a lot less organized. So last year everyone kind of went into full panic mode. We got under the tent. A lot of people then ended up going home actually really early, but we stayed out till the end, and then at the end we saw MK, and they were amazing, amazing performers, amazing to see live. I can see like a video. That's MK. They were really good. I loved seeing them. They were one of my why did I do that? They were one of my favorite like performers, and I loved the whole thing, but it was really crazy to see. It was really weird seeing everyone, just the atmosphere completely changed. Everyone went into absolute full panic mode. A lot of people went home because a lot of it's outside, and there's outside stages as well. The rain, and when everyone's drunk and everything, it just completely changes the mood. On the Sunday I saw a couple of people as well pass out and faint, which I'd never like experienced before. You see a lot of that at festivals, and it's a real shame, but it does happen, and it's kind of just part of festivals. But if you do go to a festival, please be safe. Don't buy drugs off of like random people. Don't take drugs, just don't do them. I know a lot of people do drugs at festivals, but you get like a lot of festivals, I don't think Parklife were doing it, but a lot of festivals are actually doing these testing like tents now where they test drugs. So if you do want to take them, then you can get them tested and make sure you won't die for them, because there has been a lot of cases of people like dying or people passing out, and it's a really scary experience. You just don't want that. Thankfully it has happened to none of my friends, but it's a really like, it's not nice to see at all, like in a tent. It's not nice, and then you see all their friends panicking, and so yeah, just be careful. Try and stay hydrated as much as you can, and just enjoy it. But the first year it was so good, like I loved it so much. So that was kind of the end, and then we decided to go home on the Sunday night, as we weren't allowed to stay, like, well, more than 3 people were only allowed to stay at the hotel. I think as well, like, it's a very, I think as well when it's sunny, like, you can go out on the grass and chill. It just, I don't know, it's just, festivals are so much better in the sun. Then this year, I did go to Terminal V, which was another festival. It was sunny, it was really good. And then we went to Parklife and it was raining all weekend. This time people were kind of more prepared, so people brought jackets, had ponchos and everything. And when we got there, it was raining, so it wasn't like the whole atmosphere changed and everyone went in full panic mode this time. It was just kind of a bit gloomy, a bit like bad weather. I think it definitely did change the atmosphere. It wasn't as happy, it wasn't as good. You just kind of did want to get intense and out the rain. We did actually watch Dennis Salta in the rain, which he was amazing. He was so good to watch outside and it was so worth standing in the rain. But I think the atmosphere is just so much happier when it's sunny. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's it. Also, if you're going to a festival, charge your phone up full before you go, because I had like 40%, which was so stupid. Plan out who you want to see in advance and try and find out where the tents are like situated. There's like always apps and stuff now that's like Ace, you can see which like tents are which. So like this year at Parklife, we planned out who we wanted to see and we saw like everyone we wanted to see. We saw like, I'll try to do it in order and that'll make me remember. We saw Camel Fat, Eric Prides, we saw Fisher, we saw J1, we saw Muramasa, he was really good. We saw Chasing Status, oh wait, no, was that who we saw? I can't remember. I saw Khalid, which he's my favourite singer of all time. I loved seeing him. I really want to see him. He's coming like to Scotland in September. I really want to see him again. We went on the big wheel as well this time, which was really cool. What else did we see? I think that's everyone. I'll put anyone here if I've forgotten anyone. But yeah, I really loved seeing all of them. We saw Eric Prides. Wait, I think I said him already. But he was really good too. This year I think it was kind of like bigger. It was more like singers like J1, Khalid, AJ Tracy, like Disclosure. It was less kind of techno-y, but last year it was more like techno. Maybe it wasn't actually, maybe I just went to see techno people, I don't know. Last year I saw like Green Velvet, Born City, MK was there this year again, and I really wanted to see them, but they were on the same time as Eric Prides, so I wanted to see Eric Prides as well because I hadn't seen him before. Yeah, I really want to see Peggy Goo as well. She was on the same time as someone else, or we couldn't get into the tent because there was too many people. But yeah, when you're at festivals you literally might get squished and you might die, so that's why there's an age limit. So there's like, I would say as well, go to a festival that's non-camping before you go to one that's camping, because a couple of my friends are going to Creamfield and this year and they've never been to a festival before, and I don't know if they'll like it. It's really hard going and you don't know what it will be like. But yeah, I would go to a camping one and then decide if you want to do a camping one. I think the weather makes festivals, it's just like lucky on what you get. But I'm rambling on now and I don't know why, but that was my first experience of a festival, and I've been to like a few after that, and I do want to go to more and experience more. I'd love to go to one like away in a foreign country, why did I say that, like in a different country, like somewhere warm like Spain or something, because then you know it's hopefully gonna be good weather. But then also at the same time it's like more people like pass out or, you know, get dehydrated and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. That was my experience of my first festival. So I went when I was 17, which was quite young. A lot of people as well, they go to festivals like say like just kind of close to them and they don't tell their parents. I would 100% tell your parents. If they don't let you go, they're just trying to look out for you. But yeah, that's my top tips, because I know everything about festivals. I really don't. I don't know a thing. I hope you enjoyed my story time. Sorry if I kind of like rambled on, but I liked kind of sharing my experience with you guys. And yeah, I would definitely go again. I might be going, well, I went this year, which was, it was still good even though it was raining. And I might go next year as well, or I might do like a different one, and I'm hopefully going to Creamfield. I don't know yet. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Let me know what you thought about my story time, and let me know if you want me to do any more or what kind of videos you guys want me to do, because I just didn't like my morning routine at all. That was really bad to be honest. But yeah, thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.